أحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب صدق الله العظيم. First thing that should be noted is that according to Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, this Surah Al-Duha and Surah Al-Inshirah are one surah. They are not two surahs. He used to recite both these surahs in one rak'ah of the prayer without in between reciting Ayah Bismillah. But they are two surahs, there is no doubt. Consensus of all the other companions of the Prophet ﷺ is that they are different surahs. And I suppose that to make them a pair, so that you know that thing is fulfilled, that the surahs of Quran are mostly in pairs, so it has been divided. Otherwise the style is the same. Alam yajidka yatiman fa'awa wa wajadaka dhallan fahada wa wajadaka a'il alam nashrah laka sadrak wa wada'na anka wizrak allazi anqadha dhahrak. The same style, the same, conversation, you may say, or communication between Allah and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam at a very, very, very personal level, secretly. And what I said before about Surah Al-Duha, it's more important regarding Surah Al-Inshirah, that this surah could not be understood except by those mufassirin. They are the interpreters and exegetes, but they have a mystic orientation, spiritual and mystic. Because Alam nashrah laka sadrak, have we not expanded or opened up for you your chest? وَوَضَعْنَا عَنْكَ وِزْرَكَ, and we have removed from you that heavy burden, الَّذِي أَنْقَضَ ظَهْرَكَ, which was nearly breaking your back. وَرَفَعْنَا لَكَ ذِكْرَكَ, and we have exalted for you your renown and fame. فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا إِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. So always along with hardship is ease. And again, surely along with hardships is ease. فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ فَانْصَبْ. So when you have accomplished your task, the mission assigned to you, fansab, then exert yourself fully. وَإِلَىٰ رَبِّكَ فَارْغَبْ, and let towards your Lord be your entire quest. Now this is known that this is from among the very early Makki surahs. And the conditions for the Prophet and the companions of the Prophet were very hard. They had to struggle hard at that time. Where was the ease? Had this surah been revealed in Medina, it would have meant something else. Those hard times are gone. Now the things are very easy for you, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But no, very early Makkan surahs. So what does it mean? What was ease to him? What was the meaning of the expanding of his chest? What was the meaning that he was relieved of the burden that was nearly going to break his back? Now let me quote here. But I am giving you, and I agree with, that is from Qazi Sanaullah Panipati rahmatullahi alayh, one of the mystic mufassirin of Indian subcontinent of the last century. He says, actually, for a prophet or a saint, the most lovable thing is that he should keep solely, exclusively attentive to his Lord. While to discharge the duties as a messenger, you have to go out. You have to talk to the people. You want to keep yourself engaged in meditation with your Lord. Go on in your lonely place, praying to Him, talking to Him, conversing with Him. Let your soul have a direct communication with your Lord. This is the most enjoyable thing that a human being can ever imagine. But now the command is go. اذهب إلى فرعون إنه طغى. Go to Fir'aun. He has transgressed. Now you have to face. But the biggest pain that he is having is that condition which he had when he was talking to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the Mount of Tur, how pleasant it was. So Allama Iqbal has quoted Shaykh Abdul Quddus of Gango in his lectures. Once he said, Muhammad Arabi balai asma raft to baz amad. Bakhuda agar man rafta mein, baz na amda mein. Muhammad of Arabia went to the highest heaven and then came back. By God, if I had reached there, I would never have come back. So this is the difference between the mystic experience and the prophetic experience. A mystic, a Sufi, wants to keep himself with his Lord. No interference. This is the tendency which led to that monasticism. This was, unbalanced attitude that led to monasticism. Why to marry? Have all these, problems. 1,001 problems for you if you marry. You have a family, now you have to feed them, care for them. Now the child is sick, and now you have to get him admitted to the school, and so on and so forth. Now you can't have that, that sukoon, tranquility of your mind. बैठे रहे तसव्वुर जाना किए हुए. Keep sitting and have the thought of Allah in your mind and nothing else. So that was the pain actually which Muhammad was having sallallahu alaihi wasallam. While he was asked to go out, preach to the people. We are looking only to the outside pain that he was getting when some said, oh, you have gone crazy, oh, you are a poet, oh, you are a sorcerer or a magician. This was also hurting him. But that is not mentioned here. That, his difficulties were going to more and more multiply in the coming years. But alam nashrah laka sadrak. That was painful to him was his occupation with this propagation of religion and not keeping himself alone in the loneliness. Plotinus has said very beautiful verse. Flight of the alone to the alone. Within us we have something which is alone, and that is our ruh. Ruh is not son of someone and daughter of someone and brother of someone. No, ruh has no connection with anybody here in this world. It's all alone. Whatever it is by itself. So when one is sitting and contemplating and meditating to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is the flight of the alone. The ruh within me and you now comes out, goes up. Flight of the alone to the alone. Qul huwa Allahu ahad. He is the alone. Alam nashrah laka sadrak wa wada'na anka wizraka alladhi anqadha dhahrak wa rafa'na laka. But as time progressed, Muhammad came to know how much it is delightful for you when even a single person accepts Islam and you feel, now this brother of mine is saved from the fire of hell. This is another delight. This delight now takes the place of that delight. The Sufiya use 3 terms for suluk. There is sayr illALLAH. One is going nearer, nearer, nearer to Allah. Then sayr fillah. Now contemplating and meditating the person or the attributes of Allah. This is that position from which if you are asked to go away, then you feel pain, you feel hurt. But the third stage is sayr anillah illALLAH. Now you are going away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You have to go down the mount of Noor, where Muhammad received his first revelation in the cave of Hira, Jabal al-Noor. And Musa had to come down from Koh-e-Tur, the mount of Tur. Izhab ila Fir'auna innahu tagha. But that sayr anillah illALLAH. But this is for Allah. So that more and more of his creatures, they are saved from the fire of hell. They turn towards Allah. This is the biggest delight, biggest delight, biggest delight. But you come to it, to realize it, but you have to take some time for that. فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا إِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. This yusr has now come to you, but you had to pass through that usr, that difficulty. You had to cross that. But now you feel. The Prophet said to Ali, Ya Ali, لَأَنْ يَهْدِيَ اللَّهُ بِكَ رَجُلًا وَاحِدًا خَيْرٌ لَكَ مِنْ حُمْرِ النَّعَمِ. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes even a single human being towards the right path because of you, it is much more precious than so many red camels. That was the biggest, wealth for the Arabs. Rajulan wahidan. Guidance will be given by Allah, but you have become instrumental in it. An yahdi Allahu bika. If Allah guides even one human being through you, through your effort, through your da'wah, khairul laka min humrin na'am. Red-colored camels, a host of them. This is more precious than that. Now, فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ. This is for the future. When that time comes, جَاءَ الْحَقُّ وَزَهَقَ الْبَاطِلُ. When that time comes, then you will be free. Then you attach yourself with us absolutely. فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ فَانْصَبْ وَإِلَىٰ رَبِّكَ فَارْغَبْ. And this is, historically speaking, in this era, the sermon that Muhammad gave sallallahu alaihi wasallam one evening before he died. Came out from his hujra, and the salah prayer was in progress. Abu Bakr radhiyallahu anhu was leading the prayer. When he felt that the Prophet has come out, he tried to get back so that he comes forward to lead the prayer. But he said, no, you continue. Then he sat by his side. Now, sitting in that sitting posture, he was the Imam of Abu Bakr, and Abu Bakr was the Imam for the rest of the congregation. That way that prayer was completed. Then he gave the sermon. Allah has given an option to a servant of his. If he likes this world, he can choose it. If he likes the other, he can choose it. And the servant has chosen the other one. Abu Bakr wept. And some of the people said, look to this old man. Why is he weeping? But Abu Bakr had understood that the Prophet has decided to go now. Because to every messenger, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives this option. Now from our side, you are free. You have done your duty. If you want to come back, okay. If you want to still stay in the world, okay. We shall grant you further lease. And that is why the last words on the tongue of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam at the time of death, Allahumma fir rafiqil a'la. Now I choose Rafiqul A'la, that is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I give up this world. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Qur'an al-azim wa nafa'ani wa iyyakum bil ayati wa zikril hakim.